Hello friends, we are continuing our discussion of part test 4. All right. Look at question number 62. Which one is the best method for preparing picric acid? See, this reaction is actually, this is called uh, hmm, this is called a particular IPSO attack, IPSO attack. This is a Latin term. It has no full means full form of IPS, so it's a Latin term. All right. And in this IPSO attack, what happens normally means what I suggest is in case of phenol or aniline, because these two are in our syllabus, at para position or ortho and para position. Either at para position there should be COH or SO3H. Alright. At para position of phenol we should have COH group or SO3H. Similarly on aniline we should have COH and SO3H. Now if it is treated with bromine or HNO3 like any reagent, what happens, these groups simply they knock out, means they knocked out by this the incoming the reagent, that is bromine or NO2 etc. So here the question was, question number 62, the question was which one is the best method for the preparation of picric acid, means we want to prepare 2,4,6 dinitrophenol. All right. So the best method is, if it is treated with phenol, is first treated with concentrated H2SO4, so get ortho and para position get substituted by SO3H, and then on treatment with the HNO3, these three positions get substituted by IPSO attack. All right. So if you remember, it is good for you. Now look at question number 6.3. We are given a compound, that is 1, 2, 3, 3-methyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentane, 2-one. It is treated with LiLH4. See, again I told you, if LiLH4 is given, there must be H2O. Alright. So the options are whether we get racemic mixture, diastereomers, meso compound, etc. So look at LiLH4, what it will do. LiLH4 will produce H negative. Alright. It is H negative provider. So H negative and carbonyl group shows nucleophilic addition. So this is the shifting of electron pair, and H negative attacks on this carbon atom, and then from H3O positive we get high H positive, and this ALH3 left is removed. ALH3 is removed, and we get this product, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3-methyl pentane 2-all. Now look at the structure. This is this is the structure, and this since it becomes a single bond, quite means it is already this look at this single bond, and this also single bond. That means a free rotation is possible. So if we are attacking H from this means on oxygen from this side, this attack is quite possible from the opposite side. All right, this due to this free rotation. So we are putting OH from this side, and we are putting OH from this side. So both are quite possible. And now if you look at these two structures, these two are not mirror images, but they are isomers. So such optical isomers which are not mirror images, they are called diastereomers. Optical isomers which are not mirror images, they are called diastereomers. All right. So this is it. Question number. You got my point, I suppose. There is single bond. No, single bond means this free rotation is possible. So if we are drawing CO here, it can be drawn in opposite direction. So H and OH, they get attacked from two opposite sides, so we get two different structures. So we get a racemic mixture. All right. Now see, look at question number 64. CH2 double bond, this compound is given, okay, MnO2. This reagent is highly specific. This is used See, this is again used for partial oxidation. There are certain reagents like PCC, etc., John's reagent, etc. They are used for partial oxidation of OH to CHO. See, it is very difficult to oxidize primary alcohol at aldehydic level because aldehydes are very prone to oxidation. They immediately gets oxidized to acid. But if you want to oxidize primary or secondary alcohol at at first level, see, secondary alcohol can be easily oxidized, but primary alcohol, it is very difficult to oxidize primary alcohol at aldehydic level. So this reagent is highly specific, that is MnO2. What does it do? It oxidizes allylic, that is this is allylic group CH2, allylic OH, and benzylic OH to aldehydes or ketones. If it is like 2-degree allylic, so obviously it is converted to CO group. This OH is not oxidized, this is not affected. Alright, this OH is not affected. So question number we were discussing question number 64. So this is allylic, and it also affects benzylic. Like if you have C6H5, this kind of CH2OH, then what we will get? We will get C6H5CHO, aldehydic level oxidation. Then we have question number 65. This is also pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement. Now look at this case. We have two phenyl group OH, and this is cyclobutyl group and OH. It is treated with dilute H2SO4, or they will mention simply H positive. Alright, now see what is happening. See, the point is first you have to decide you should produce which carbocation, whether this carbocation or this one. So try to compare. Like it is attached to two phenyl group. Obviously, these two phenyl groups, they show plus M effect, and they will greatly stabilize this carbocation. So the first step is to remove this OH as H2O and create a positive charge. First step, and then migration, shifting. But here this migration involves ring expansion. See, here we had, suppose say this is first carbon atom, this is second, third, fourth and fifth. This carbon means the electron pair between second and fifth carbon atom, they are getting shifted to this first carbon atom. So now we have 1, alright, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Ring is expanded, we have 5 carbon atoms, and on the carbon atom, second carbon atom, we have a positive charge to which OH is there. This is highly stable because it can be stabilized by this LP. Alright, and now finally what is happening, this this electron pair moves here, and this hydrogen is removed as H positive, and we get the final product, that is this one, means 2,2-diphenyl cyclopentanone. 2,2-diphenyl cyclopentanone. This is a kind of pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement. Alright, fourth option, 65. Now look at question number 66. We are given this compound, and it is treated with HBr first. Alright, then aqueous KOH, then H positive and heating, then ozonolysis in the presence of zinc H2O. If zinc is there, that means it will be oxidized at aldehyde or ketonic level. Otherwise, if you don't use this zinc, it is further oxidized to acid. Then zinc amalgam HCl, this is Clemmensen reducer. So you must know all the reagents. Alright, the first one, 66. Look at question number 66. See, in question number 66, first HBr, in the presence of peroxide, it is a free radical substitution. So it is Br, and we are getting free radical. And then again ring expansion is there. We are getting this free radical here, and then we get the hydrogen is added, and we get the final product. So this is the final product. Assume this is the final product. Then it is treated with aqueous KOH. This Br is hydrolyzed to OH, In the presence of H positive, this OH is removed as H2O, we get this kind of carbocation, and then again 1,2 shift is there, 1,2 shift, and we get positive charge here, and finally elimination, and we get this cyclohexene, 1-methyl cyclohexene. And now on ozonolysis we get this product. All right, and on treatment with zinc amalgam and HCl, obviously this is a reducer, so this is the final product. CO group are reduced to CH2 groups. All right, now look at question number 67. Question number 67, 2-butene. First it is hydrogenation in the presence of palladium BSO4, 2-butene. So this is it produces cis alkene. This reagent is again very important. This is, you can say, Lindlar's catalyst, means palladized carbon is called Lindlar's catalyst. So Lindlar's catalyst also produces cis alkene. From 2 alkyne we get cis 2 alkene. And this is Birk reducer, lithium or sodium and liquid ammonia. Lithium or sodium and liquid ammonia. This is called Birk reducer. All right, and it produces trans 2-butene. Hydrogenation in the presence of palladized carbon. All right, or PSO4, etc. This is Rosenmund catalyst. We get A is cis 2-butene. Here it is trans 2-butene. And then we are using osmium tetroxide. Osmium tetroxide is always used with NaHSO3. You will find NaHCO3 always with the osmium tetroxide, followed by hydrolysis. There should be one more reagent, that is H2O. Here also there should be one more reagent, H2O. Anyway, so what is happening? Let us see question number 7. See, this is first is hydrogenation in the presence of palladium BSO4. We are getting cis 2-butene. All right. Then cis 2-butene. Then you must remember one attachment, that is called CAR. If you can remember this thing, this is very helpful. What does it stand for? C stands for cis, A stands for anti-addition, and R stands for racemic mixture. So see, this is cis alkene and osmium tetroxide. Osmium tetroxide, this is not anti-addition, this is syn addition. So if it is cis and if it is syn addition, we get mesoform. We get mesoform. All right. So see, look at this case. Here we have, you can draw the structure like this. This is CH3. This is OH, H, OH and H, and CH3. See, we have plane of symmetry. So this is mesoform. This one and this one, both are mesoforms. All right, both are mesoforms. Now see this one. Now this is trans, because lithium and sodium liquid ammonia, this produces trans 2-butene. And trans 2-butene and this reagent, that is 1% alkaline KMnO4. This is also used for syn addition. Osmium tetroxide, this reagent, this is used for syn 1,2-diol production, and this also produces syn 1,2-diol production. All right. And anti-1,2-diol, they are produced by a certain reagent, like it is you have to use per acids, means RCO3H or RCOOOH per acid, like per benzoic acid, per formic acid, or you can use alkaline H2O2 also. All right, per acid, MCPBA, you must have heard, metachloroperbenzoic acid, etc. They are used for syn addition. So here also it is syn addition. So on cis on syn addition gives CSM, and trans on syn addition form racemic mixture. Trans on syn addition form racemic mixture. So this is not meso, this is this one is mesoform, and this is trans. All right, trans 2 alkene. trans 2 alkene on syn addition form mesoform. It form racemic mixture. Now see, this should be from opposite side. The attack should be from opposite side, like this. All right. This addition is from same side. I'm sorry. This addition is from same side. The addition is from same side, but it is not a mesoform. This is racemic mixture. That can be explained. This is trans 2. This is trans means actually I can show you. See, look at the structure. If it is trans, I'll do one thing. I'll take a break, I suppose, because the video becomes very heavy. That is the problem. This is CH3, H and H, and OH is getting added from same side. OH is getting added from same side. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is S. This is 1, 2, 3. All right. This is also S. This is also S. Now look at the second structure. This is CH3 and CH3. Shit, I did a mistake. I'll show you, like after this I'll show you.